live from River Valley. It's the visiting Nelsonville-York Buckeyes, the River Valley Raiders, here on Channel 15. Jason McCumber on camera, Ray Spouts and Jim McCumber. The Buckeyes 1-0 with the 22-8 victory over Athens a week ago. River Valley lost their season opener to Southeastern 23-20 in overtime.
And it was a tough one for them. You know, we had a lot of turnovers. We were able to overcome the turnovers. They weren't. They had 5 turnovers. Ended up losing in overtime 23-20. So tough loss they're coming off of, hoping to turn the season back around right now.
Buckeyes coming in, of course, Derek Arnold, 21 carries, 180 yards rushing, and a touchdown. Of course, his first carry as a varsity starter, he took it to the house, 67 yards.
I remember you saying we have some kids that got to fill some big shoes, and right after that, it was proven that he's ready to fill those shoes. He's ready to get out there and make his own name right now.
Zach Talbot rushed for 57 yards on 14 carries and a touchdown. Michael Barrick, efficient, throwing the ball 6 of 10. For 70 yards and a touchdown pass.
I'm looking forward, you know, I think all those yards were in the first half, if I recall. I don't think we passed any yardage in the second half. So I'm hoping to see the attack come out. You know, these guys are big against us. The River Valley's got a strong line. I'm hoping to see a little more balance on that offensive side of the ball with passing and running. I anticipate we'll see a lot of that tonight.
As you mentioned, River Valley, they're huge.
Well, you know, you and I were talking about this before. I took some of this information prior to the game, but here's what they had on their offensive line: 6 foot, 200 pounds, 6'5", 200 pounds, 6'3", 240, 6'5", 250, 6'5", 275, and 6'6", 320 pounds. That's not big. That's huge. For Southeastern Ohio, you're not going to see a bigger line down here than that.
Of course, the Buckeyes a little smaller, but we also feel the Buckeyes a lot faster than River Valley. And
I don't think there's any question. Our speed, you know, we proved that against Athens. That's where our benefit really comes into play, is we've got that whole team speed.
Zach Talbot will kick it away for the Buckeyes.
They're ready to get us underway here.
Talbot with the kick. Nice kick. It'll be taken right around the 13-yard line.
Ryan Henry and actually number 25 gets that reception there. Cody McAvena. Those were the 2 main runners that River Valley had last week. Ryan Henry had 118 carries on 118 yards on 21 carries, and Cody had 44 yards. They had Tyler Kennedy also had 25 yards. So they had a host of backs in the backfield that were running the ball behind that huge line of theirs.
Quarterback is Clayton Kernut. He was 5 of 9 for 46 yards passing a week ago.
The majority of that went to that number 25 10, Sean Sands also.
Handoff straight up the middle, and that'll be to the fullback, Zach Baird.
It looks to me like number 2 from Nelsonville, Cunningham, was the first one to hit him.
Pickup of about 3 for River Valley. Going to bring up second down and about 7.
I think our linebackers are going to get a lot of business right up the middle of the field on this offensive attack from River Valley.
Clayton Kernut at quarterback. The ball's loose. And Kernut picks it up and is immediately dropped and helped up there by a Buckeye. Might have been Zach Talbot. No gain on the play. In fact, it may have been a yard loss back to the 28-yard line where it's 3rd and 8.
That was actually, you know, when you start talking about the size of the line, and we talked to the assistant coach from River Valley before the game, that's what they're hoping to dominate and control this game. And right there shows you that the Buckeyes are willing and coming up to this task against this big line. That was nice pressure.
Clayton Kernut out of the shotgun on 3rd and 8 for River Valley from their own 28. Throws on the right side, and it is complete, but well short of a Raider first down.
Yeah, Arnold brought number 43. Ryan Henry came out of the backfield that time to be able to receive that ball. Or Zach Baird, I apologize. 43 is Zach Baird, and Arnold brought him down well before the first down, so we're going to get the ball back over to the Buckeyes. We'll see what the Buckeyes offense can do.
They pick up about 3 on the play, and it brings up 4th and 4 for River Valley on their own 31-yard line as River Valley appears to be punting.
Arnold back to receive, and he's got Norway out there as his main blocker, who's not afraid to put up a shoulder pad on number 7, who's another big boy there for River Valley. Zach Deal, 6'5", 255 in the book here.
Punter was Eric Caldwell for River Valley. The Buckeyes will have their first possession on their own 27-yard line. 9:56 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes with their first possession. They hold River Valley 3 and out. Michael Barrick at quarterback for the Buckeyes. Zach Talbert at fullback. Derek Arnold at tailback. Buckeyes 2 receivers to this side, 1 to the far side. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Pitch out goes to Arnold, cuts it up, running room, Derek Arnold. He
This
may
looks like a replay of the Athens game.
He's got one man to beat, and he does it. And Arnold's going to take it all the way for a touchdown.
I'm telling you what, right there, that looked like an identical play to the Athens beginning of the game. The same pitch play, same side. He made the same cut. A beautiful run by Arnold yet again. 3 yards on the carry?
That'll work.
I tell you what, that's how you beat big guys, is with your speed, and you use that outside to your advantage. Although we had nice blocking. I mean, he had a nice hole to come around that corner. And when you got some lead blocking like that and open that hole up, all he's got to do is make that one move downfield on the safety, and he's got it away with his speed.
You figured with all that size up the middle for River Valley, you figured the Buckeyes would try to get it outside, and they do so in a big way. Zach Talbert attempting the point after touchdown. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Good. I was going to say it looked good, didn't it?
9:42 to play in the first quarter. It took the Buckeyes 1 play to get on the scoreboard. They lead 7-0.
Well, now that's a way to start a ball game. I tell you what, right there. You start out on the defensive side of the ball. You 3 and out the other team. You get the ball back very first time you touch the ball. 73 yards, touchdown. You know, the adrenaline's got to be on the side of the Buckeyes. I know River Valley, coming off that loss last week, have a lot on their minds trying to turn their season around and come out here. This is exactly what the coaching staff, I'm sure, was hoping against if you're from River Valley.
Zach Talbert will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Back deep is Ryan Henry for the Raiders. Taken by an up man, and that's Baird, the fullback, and he's going to be taken down right around the 34-yard line where the Raiders will have their second possession. Buckeyes won this game last year at Boston Field 47-6. The year before that, Buckeyes won it 44-6. In 2004, the Buckeyes won it 42-6. And in the previous year to that, 2003, River Valley got an 18-7 win right here at River Valley High School.
Well, you never want to say you're going to beat a team every year because you never know what's going to happen year in and year out. Things can go one way on any given night, but this is a game I think the Buckeyes are expecting to win, and River Valley's hoping for a win when you kind of look at it from that perspective. And as the way the game started out, obviously it's in the favor of the Buckeyes. We'll continue to watch how this evolves. But
Clayton Canute at quarterback, 1st down and 10 for River Valley. Handoff goes to Henry, and he stopped pretty quickly.
Nice play by Norway. It looked to make the tackle there.
Short gain on a play of 1. It brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders on their own 35.
I better say Robert Norway. I forgot we had both Norways on the field. I just said Norway, but it was Robert on the stop there.
9 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the opening quarter. The Buckeyes with an early 7-0 lead. 2nd down and 9 for River Valley from their own 35. Canute takes the handoff, and the Buckeyes
he's in the backfield there.
Got Henry, as you said, in the backfield, and that was all Henry just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a great extra effort by Henry to get back, and he might have actually squeezed out a yard somehow out of that, but they hit him at least a yard, almost 2 yards deep on that one.
Cunningham on the tackle for the Buckeyes on the far side. 3rd down and 9 for River Valley from their own 35-yard line. Clayton Canute at quarterback. Now the I formation. Canute back to pass, rolls to the right side. Now he'll throw long down the middle.
Sands is open. That's his main receiver right there.
Sean
He
Sands.
puts a little fake on Barrick. Oh, Barrick holds on to him just in time to make the tackle that time.
And River Valley will have a 1st and goal at the Buckeyes 7. Clayton Canute last week threw for 46 yards, and he's got that already on one play.
Yeah, 47 yards on a single pass play to Sands, which is the main individual that was receiving the ball last week for him also. But he got himself wide open. You got to give a lot of credit to the quarterback on that, though. He scrambled around until he found some time to throw that ball.
Now the I formation. River Valley from their own 7-yard line. Canute takes a snap, hands it off to Cody McAvina, and he'll take it to the 5. He picks up 2, would bring up 2nd and goal from the 5. 7:38 to play in the first quarter. The Buckeyes up 7-0. River Valley at the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal to go.
Well, it's an early test here in this game for the Nelsonville-York defense, as they were very strong last week against Athens.
Hand off to Henry. He's battling, trying to get to the goal line, but he stopped right at the 1. Picks up about 4, and it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 1 for River Valley.
I tell you, Henry's a long, wiry back. He's 6'4", listed 6'4", 200 pounds, but he uses his height with those legs. He doesn't stop driving, does he?
3rd and goal from the 1 for River Valley. Canute at quarterback.
He kept it himself.
And let's see if he's in, waiting for the official signal. And now we have the touchdown.
Took a long time for them to judge where he was at, but players seemed to identify it a lot quicker than they did.
So River Valley 1 point away from tying this up with 6:36 to play in the first quarter.
Right there's what I was talking about before. The momentum of a game can swing one way or another, and you got to give River Valley a lot of credit to come back out after being 3 and out on the offensive side, giving up the big touchdown and coming up with the big play themselves.
Eric Caldwell attempting the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:36 to play in the first quarter from River Valley. Nelsonville-York 7 and River Valley 7. Eric Caldwell will kick it away for River Valley. The Buckeyes with Derek Arnold back deep, and he's joined by Terrence Fox and Josh Dickerson.
Squib kick right up the middle.
Be taken by Zach Talbert.
Got it.
Talbert still running hard with the kickoff return. Takes it out to the 40.
Nice little
Buckeyes
return.
With good field position. So the Buckeyes have run one offensive play, and it resulted in a touchdown for Derek Arnold on a 73-yard run. Buckeyes 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. We're tied at 7.
And after that first play from the Buckeyes, I would not have guessed it would have been 7-7 this quickly.
Buckeyes out of the eye. Michael Barrick at quarterback.
Well, look at the size of that number 7 lined up at middle linebacker.
Arnold comes to this side.
And again,
Arnold 10 yards
nice
down
blocking.
the field before he's touched.
Nice
and obviously
block.
part of that is the speed of Derek Arnold, but as you said, nice blocking by the men up front.
Whenever you can actually come to the short side of the field and get some positive yardage like that, you've got some positive blockers out there in front of you. That was actually a quarterback, Clayton Cornett, that brought him down, number 3.
So the Buckeyes with a first down at River Valley's 47-yard line. Buckeyes will go out of the eye. Campbell will now split out to the left. Michael Barrick at quarterback. And we have movement now. River Valley looked to be jumped first, but again, a Buckeye did move. And it looks like it will go against Nelsonville-York.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things that they did jump, but on the defense, as long as you get back and you don't stay in that that middle zone there when the ball snapped, you're safe. And we just reacted to that movement.
Buckeyes 1st and 15 now after the penalty on their own 48-yard line. Clock running, 5:50 to play in the first quarter. Out of the I formation, the Buckeyes on 1st and 15. Michael Barrick at quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to Talbert up the middle. And Zach Talbert will pick up about 4. We're to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Buckeyes at the River Valley 48-yard line.
Yeah, River Valley had both 59 Jared Halfman and 61 Ian Lewis on the stop there.
It's that time the Buckeyes test that middle of River Valley.
It's interesting, too, because they had 3 wideouts that time, trying to spread the field a little bit to see if they could soften up that middle, but River Valley was up for the task that time.
2nd down and 11 for Nelsonville-York. Michael Barrick takes a snap. Option goes to the left. Pitch out to Arnold. Arnold running room.
Right around the corner.
And Derek Arnold's going to be about 2 yards shy of a 1st down as he takes it to the 39 of River Valley.
It looked like Sands, number 10, brought him down from River Valley that time.
He picks up about 8 yards. Buckeyes 3rd down and 3, just inside the 40-yard line of the Raiders. Buckeyes will go out of the power eye this time. 4:25 to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Michael Barrick takes a snap, hands it off. Derek Arnold. Derek Arnold, 1st down for the Buckeyes as he takes it inside the River Valley 35 to the 34.
Nice cut there by Arnold to be able to get that 1st down. He was brought down by Zach Baird on a stop there, but not until after he got that 1st down.
Of course, the Buckeyes out of the Tri-Valley Conference and River Valley out of the Ohio Valley Conference. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the River Valley 34. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Game tied at 7.
Nice steady running attack here for the Buckeyes this 2nd offensive series.
Barrick takes a snap, hands it off to Talbert, and he's hit pretty quickly. And he's dropped for a yard loss back to 35.
Again, that was Zach Baird for the River Valley Raiders there, hitting him really about a yard behind the line that time.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 11. Coming in with the play for Nelsonville-York, Scott Cunningham.
Got themselves in another long down situation here.
Buckeyes 2nd and 11 from the River Valley 35. Michael Barrick, the quarterback. He's back to pass. Barrick throws over the middle, caught. And
Connor
still
Bunning
going, nice play. Nice run,
Connor
and
Bunning
another
breaks
Buckeye
the tackle
1st down.
there and is able to get himself another 5-6 yards after the initial hit. Very nice run by Connor Bunning.
The Buckeyes
Flag
1st
on the
and
play,
10.
I believe.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the 21 of River Valley as it stands right now. Nice run after the reception by Connor Bunning. And we've got holding on the Buckeyes.
Yeah, that or pushing the back might have been the call. I'm not sure after the catch there. It is holding. Nullifies an excellent play by Barrick to Bunning on that one.
So that'd be a 10-yard penalty, and the Buckeyes now will have 3rd down and about 8 at the River Valley 33. Now the down marker still showing 2nd. So maybe the Buckeyes get the down over again.
Well, then,
so 2nd down and 8.
I would think that would be 2nd and 11 if that was the case. Bring it all the way back. I don't know.
Buckeyes out of the shotgun at the 33 of River Valley. Arnold comes in motion. High snap to Barrick. He pulls it in, rolls to the right, throws, and it's caught by Dickerson.
Excellent catch there by Dickerson. He's brought down immediately by number 45, Tyler Kennedy. on the River Valley. It's going to be depending on the spot of the ball where we're at.
Nice catch as Dickerson took a hard hit right as he pulled that in. Let's see if the Buckeyes have a first down or third and very short. It looks like third and about a half-yard to go for the Buckeyes.
So they're not even measuring, so they must know something we don't know. From here, it looked a lot closer than that, didn't it?
Buckeyes at the Raider 25-yard line. Again, third down and about a half yard, and Nelsonville-York will go out of the tee. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Hands it to Zach Talbert. He's hit pretty quick.
And I tell you what, second effort by Talbert on that one got him that first down because number 7 hit him right at the line. Again, 7 Zach Deal there for River Valley, 6'5", 255. You got him listed as a tight end, but they're playing him at middle linebacker. That is one of the bigger middle linebackers you're going to see out here in southeastern Ohio.
So the Buckeyes first down and 10 at the 23-yard line of River Valley. 1:35 to play in the opening quarter. We're tied at 7.
Strong yardage there from Talbert. It's nice to have a back like that in short yardage situations you can count on, not just bouncing through holes, but actually making some holes for themselves.
Barrick pitches it out to Derek Arnold. Arnold cuts it up, and he's taken down. Looked like he's bent back just a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. And he pops up. Looks like the Buckeyes will pick up about 6 yards on the play. And they'll spot at a 5-yard gain for Nelsonville-York. Second down and 5.
Well, if you take away the penalty yardage that we've had on this drive, I think we'd be right at the goal line right now. Nice sustained drive here with only 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Buckeyes, you know, this is what they did against Athens late in the fourth quarter. It's nice to see early in the game trying to take control of this game here.
Buckeyes second 5. Pitch comes to this side with Derek Arnold. And Arnold still running hard. And Arnold will take it to about the 15-yard line. He picks up about 3. And the Buckeyes will have third down and about 2.
Brought down by 61, Ian Lewis that time from River Valley, and another very strong second effort by the running back there from Nelsonville in that he was hit, and I think he gained at least 2 more, maybe 3 yards after the initial contact.
It's going to be third down and about 1 after the spot. Clock running down. Just 3 seconds left in this first quarter, and that's going to do it.
They're not going to get the snap off, but, you know, if you're River Valley, you're happy at 7-7 after the first quarter. Nelsonville driving hard, though. They're really dominating that offensive line right now, moving the ball well.
Buckeyes, to start the second quarter, we'll have a third down and 1 at River Valley's 14-yard line. At the end of 1, we're tied at 7.
7-7 after the first quarter. 7-7. We had a big Arnold had a big run very first off the play. He ran for like 70 yards, and then they had like a 70-yard pass play, and then they ended up scoring. So we're driving again right now, but it's only in the second quarter. 7-7.
Buckeyes third and 1 at the River Valley 14-yard line.
Really spreading them out this time with 2 wides to the left and 2 wide to the right.
Barrick takes a snap, hands it off to Talbert, and Zach Talbert looks to have gotten the first down for the Buckeyes.
So we tried to spread them out, and still no surprise, we went right back to the fullback, Zach Talbert, for the positive yardage there. See the spot of the ball here.
Official looking it over. And they're going to measure.
I was going to say, if they're not measuring this, they've either got a much better eye view than obviously where we're sitting from, because that looked very tight.
Buckeyes didn't need much. It looked like Talbot didn't get a whole lot, but it looked like he got just a little bit there.
I'd say from where I was standing and watching, it looked like he got more than just, I wouldn't say he got, 2-3 yards, but he definitely got a solid yard out of the play.
But the Buckeyes are short.
Yes, they are.
About a half yard short. Maybe a foot short, according to the head referee. Buckeyes 4th down, big play here.
Yeah, this is a huge play right here. This is one of those momentum swings in the game that could go either way.
Buckeyes 4th and about a half yard at the 14 of River Valley.
Michael Berry right over top our center too.
Handoff goes to Arnold. He's got a first down or more. And Eric Arnold will take it down to about the 7-yard line where the Buckeyes, or pardon me, down to the 3-yard line where the Buckeyes will have it 1st and goal. Arnold, about a 10-yard pickup.
I tell you what, that again, nice blocking, bounced a great hole, and then he just made an excellent cut right there at the line to bounce himself out and get some strong positive yardage. They're going to give him 10 on that one. And that was Levi Matheny, number 57, that actually ended up bringing him down on that carry.
They spotted at the River Valley 4, where it's 1st and goal for the Buckeyes. Nelsonville-York out of the eye, Talbot at fullback, and Arnold at tailback. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes a snap, pitches it out to Arnold, coming to this side, cuts it up, puts his head down, and Arnold will get it to about the 2-yard line, a gain of 2.
It looks like Ryan Henry, 36, was on the stop.
And there is a flag down. And it looks like a penalty may be against the Buckeyes. .10:52 to play in the 2nd quarter as the officials talk things over. And it's holding on Nelsonville-York.
Another big penalty against the Buckeyes there.
That'll take it back to the River Valley 14-yard line. Again, Buckeyes 1st and goal.
Kind of where we just started out a little bit ago. Yeah, that's actually the 3rd penalty in this drive alone for 25 yards. Those 2 holding penalties in the 5-yard one.
Buckeyes 1st and goal at the River Valley 14-yard line. 2 receivers split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Michael Barrick will go out of the shotgun. And a high snap. Derek Arnold will pick it up. And Arnold's going to be dropped right around the 21-yard line.
They were putting a little blitz on and really put the pressure on the center right there. Made a bad snap, got over the head of Barrick, and Arnold was able to run back and at least pick the ball up so no turnover happened. But
7-yard loss for the Buckeyes, and it brings up 2nd and goal from the 21. Buckeyes will go out of the I formation. The receivers split out on each side. Buckeyes 2nd and goal from the River Valley 21. Michael Barrick takes a snap, back to pass, looking for a receiver. Dumps it off to Derek Arnold in the left flat.
There.
Arnold cuts it up. And Arnold down inside the 5 to the 4. Nice play by the Buckeyes as they pick up about 17.
You had Patrick Norway, 52, and Randy Dennison, number 60, putting some great blocks out there to free up that corner for him to get around that time and really get a chunk of that yardage back. Just a nice play.
Buckeyes 3rd and goal now from the 4-yard line of River Valley. 9:12 to play before halftime. We're tied at 7. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Michael Barrick over center at quarterback. Rolls.
Nice spin move.
Looking to throw, and he'll dump it off, and it's incomplete.
Good decision on Barrick's part there to just get rid of that ball, put it in a position no one's going to be able to receive it. Actually looked to his right that time. Good coverage from River Valley. Turned back around to his left to try to find a secondary receiver. But again, very good coverage from River Valley.
So the Buckeyes now 4th and goal from the 4.
Tough situation to be in when you start out 1st and goal from the 4, and now you're 4th and goal from the 4.
Buckeyes 4th and goal from the River Valley 4-yard line out of the I formation. Pitch out goes to Arnold. Arnold looking for the goal line. Looks like he may be in.
I don't know. There was a second hitter that defensive player came up and made a hit. Might have turned him before he got to the goal line. And
they're saying River Valley has held inside the 1-yard line.
That was very close, but again, I'm not sure who the second defensive player was that came up, but as he was trying to lunge forward for that touchdown, he was hit. And talk about a momentum swing. When we were talking about the other big 4th down play, here we were in a position where we should have been scoring, got ourselves back in position where we had an opportunity to score, and end up turning the ball over inside the 1-yard line over to River Valley.
Of course, the Buckeyes hoping to bottle up the Raiders right here and get good field position.
Oh, yeah. I would say that at this point, you're looking for your defense to pick you back up and get you back into a position to get that ball back quickly.
Clayton Canute at quarterback for the Raiders. Hands it off on the left side. Running back, a little bit of running room as he'll take it out to about the 5-yard line as he picks up 4.
And that was Zach Baird on the carry, 43 for the Raiders that time.
Second down and about 6 for the Raiders. 8 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the first half. We're tied at 7. Clayton Canute at quarterback takes a snap, hands it off straight up the middle, and that'll be a short gain of maybe about a yard.
Like Ryan Henry was the carrier on that one. I couldn't see who brought him down, but he didn't get a lot.
It's a big play here. The Buckeyes need to hold the Raiders and force them to punt and get good field position for the offense. It's 3rd and 5 for the Raiders on their own 5. 7:25 to play in the first half.
Defense is trying to get themselves fired up, knowing that, again, this is a huge play for them on this side of the ball.
And we're going to have a timeout called by River Valley. 7:13 to play in the first half, and we're tied at 7. River Valley 3rd down and 5 from their own 5. And a little bit of movement maybe on River Valley.
It's against River Valley. I saw the ref, the ump on this side point back towards River Valley, so.
That'll back him up about 2.5 yards.
Yeah, that's at half the distance of the goal plan once you're down that far. But we'll take it.
So now it's 3rd down and about 7 for the Raiders. Spot it right around the 3-yard line. Clayton Canute at quarterback. Let's see if the Raiders will throw from deep in their own territory.
Yes, and they're going to be putting the ball in the air.
It's a handoff, and the Buckeyes all over it, and they took it away.
By the Buckeyes, Zach Talbert in for the touchdown. Still has the ball somewhere. That ball popped out. Zach Talbert picked it up and rustled right on in. That turns things around for the Buckeyes right there.
I don't know if it was knocked loose or if Talbert just took it out of his arms.
I'm not sure either.
But nevertheless, the Buckeyes with a touchdown. They lead 13-7. Zach Talbot will attempt the point after touchdown.
See what kind of adrenaline's in that leg after that little recovery and touchdown.
Kick is up. And the kick is good.
Had all the height he needed.
7:08 to play in the first half, and the Buckeyes regain the lead at 14-7. Zach Talbot will kick it away for the Buckeyes. Ryan Henry back deep for the Raiders.
It's got Cody McAvania back there with him.
And it'll be taken by Henry.
Oh,
and did he touch
through
it?
him.
It's inside the 5-yard line. He picks it up. being pursued, and he'll
Nice
be
pursuit
brought
by
down right around the 13-yard line. River Valley first down and 10 on their own 13. Buckeyes up 7 with 7:03 to play in the first half. Just a beautiful night for high school football.
You know, it's hard to believe the difference from last Friday night when everybody was absolutely drenched in sweat with the heat. And now we're out here this evening, and it's, you know, you wear what you're comfortable in. If you want shorts, you're good. If you want a sweatshirt on, I think you're okay tonight. It's just beautiful weather.
Clayton Canute at quarterback. River Valley first and 10 from their own 13. He throws out in the left flat. Michael Barrick will make the tackle right around the 20-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 6 for the Raiders.
That's at Sean Sands, number 10 there, and Barrick was able to wrestle him out of bounds, but they're going to try to spread the field out themselves, passing to the sides. I think you're going to see a little more of that to see if they can open up that running up the middle, because we've been able to stop it pretty consistently to this point.
Last week against Athens, the Buckeyes held Athens to just 2 yards per carry on the ground.
And most times you can do that, most times you're going to win the ball game.
Second down and 4 for the Raiders. Handoff up the middle and out to the 23-yard line to pick up a 3 for the Raiders. And that was the fullback Baird.
That's going to be real close to a first down.
And we're going to have a measurement.
Yep.
Head coach for River Valley is Greg Deal in his 6th year. And, of course, Dave Boston Jr., the head coach of the Buckeyes, in his 5th year.
You know, what's interesting is Ryan Henry was the main workhorse, apparently, for the River Valley Raiders last week with 118 yards on the ground. But, you know, Baird, number 43, really seems to be the guy they're going through today.
First down and 10 for the Raiders. They have it on their own 23-yard line. Buckeyes leading 14-7.
One offensive, one defensive touchdown. You like to see that.
Canute at quarterback. Hands it off on the left side, and the Buckeyes bottle it up this time. Not much there. That was Ryan Henry on the carry, the tailback. He picks up 1 to the 24.
I think they're saying Norway 59 was on the stop there again. That's, you know, Robert again. But, you know, what I was seeing is I'm seeing Trevor Pauly, number 78, do an excellent job yet again. You know, last week he was the defensive player of the game. And again, he's doing an excellent job against some very big kids on that defensive line for us.
River Valley, 2nd and 9 from their own 24. Canute back to pass, looking for a receiver. He throws, and it is complete for a River Valley first down out at the Raider 36-yard line. Raiders pick up about 10 yards on the play.
Looks like Terrence Fox was able to get him out of bounds that time for the Buckeyes, but not until after he was able to get that first down, and that was 25, that Cody McAvena.
5:54 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes up 7. River Valley with a first down on their own 37-yard line. Out of the I formation, a receiver split out on each side. Clayton Canute over center at quarterback. Hands it off to Henry on the left side. The Buckeyes all over it.
And he gets nowhere. We might give him a yard on that one or something, but Austin McDonald, 28, was the first man to get a hit in on him, and I think Cunningham and then Zach Talbert also make sure he wasn't able to lunge forward with those long legs for any extra yardage.
That'll be no gain on the play. Nice job by the Buckeyes at 2nd down and 10. River Valley on their own 37.
A little bit of a game plan here from River Valley right now. Pass the ball, run in the middle. Pass the ball, go outside, back into the middle. So they're going to try to just play the accordion defense flex on us right now.
Canute takes a snap, pitches it out on the left side.
Zach almost took that pitch right in the air that time.
Gain of 1 by McAvena. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for River Valley.
And number 55, Josh Lyon, in on the stop there for the Buckeyes that time. Great pursuit by the entire defensive line of the Buckeyes as they were into the backfield, really messing things up. Like I said, Zach almost took that pitch right out of the air. And then Lyons was right there to make sure no real gain was made out of that play.
3rd down and 9 for the Raiders on their own 38-yard line. I imagine we'll see Clayton Crenute put the ball in the air. He's looked pretty good thus far for River Valley.
They bring both Sean Sands and McAvena to the same side of the field.
Back to pass, being pressured.
Oh, he squirts up there somehow. Norway puts a pursuit on him.
Norway.
He tries to turn, and
he's going to bring him down after a short gain.
That was excellent pursuit by the defense that time as he was able to squirt through that great pressure that we put on from the defensive line. And then, you know, the speed of our defense really was shining right there. Arnold and Norway just were able to just corner him over there to where he had no room to go.
So River Valley now 4th and 7 on their own 40. Clock running at 4:15 to play in the first half, and back deep to punt will be Eric Caldwell.
And again, we got Norway blocking for Arnold back on the receiving side of things.
Low liner. And Arnold will let it roll, and it'll be down right around the 26-yard line. That's where the Buckeyes will have possession. You look at the punter for River Valley. He's one of the small ones for the Raiders. He's a tight end, and he's 6'1", 220.
Yeah, that's small. But, you know, again, you've got to, I've called his name a couple times already. Number 7 for River Valley, Zach Deal, was down there covering that punt. You know, he moves down the field very well for a big guy. You know, he's listed at 6'5", 255. I've got to believe, though, if he keeps running after punts like that, come the second half, a kid that size is going to have a hard time keeping his speed and abilities up at that point.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line, leading by 7. Pitch out goes to Derek Arnold. Cuts it up the inside, brings it back this way. Derek
back
Arnold
to the left side.
Arnold,
Sands
40, 45, and he's taken out of bounds at the Buckeye 48. Pickup of 22 for Derek Arnold.
Wrestled him out of bounds, and then after another yard or two, he still threw him to the ground. But that was an awesome cut that time by Arnold to come back against the grain completely and put them completely on their heels.
They spotted at the Buckeye 49, where it's 1st down and 10.
49-yard line on the Nelsonville side of the 50-yard line.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Still plenty of time here in the first half. 3:51 to play. Buckeyes up 14-7.
As long as we don't back ourselves up with penalties, I think we've proven we can move the ball pretty effectively with
Barrick back to pass, throws to the sidelines, and it's caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Hard to say there, but that was Dickerson that went up for the reception, and I think he had his right foot just out of bounds that time coming back down. It was an excellent attempt by him, though, just to leap up and grab that ball.
So the Buckeyes now 2nd down and 10, and they actually put the ball back about a yard. The Buckeyes were on their own 49-yard line. Now it's back closer to the 48.
Yeah, I'm standing right over the two officials, and it's about a half-yard behind where they originally had it spotted.
So the Buckeyes 2nd down and about 10 and a half after the incompletion. Barrick pitches it out. Arnold. Derek Arnold still going for the Buckeyes to the outside. Arnold 40, 35, 30. And Arnold will take it inside the 25-yard line to about the 23. Gain of about 26 yards.
Another just beautiful run by Arnold as he was using his blockers very well. Dickerson was out in front of him. Never really had to knock anybody over, but just staying in front of him. And Arnold, you could see, was kind of playing right to left, and just using his blockers extremely well that time.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the River Valley 23-yard line. 3:27 to play in the first half. The Buckeyes up 7. Buckeyes 1st and 10 out of the eye. Handoff goes to Zach Talbert. Talbert straight up the middle, and he'll take it inside the River Valley 20-yard line to about the 18 as he picks up 5.
57 there for the Raiders, was able to stop him, Levi Matheny, but he needed help by a couple others to put a stop to Talbert. He runs very hard up the middle, doesn't he?
Zach Talbot listed 5'9", 223. Buckeyes second down and 5 at the Raider 18 with 2:38 to play before halftime. Michael Barrick at quarterback, takes a snap. He's back to pass. Barrick throws, and it is caught by Connor Bunning.
Connor Bunning made a great adjustment on that play that time.
And a flag comes in late.
That's got to be a late hit, I'm pretty sure, against River Valley. But Connor Bunning was making the move to the field, and when he saw that Barrick had to scramble a little bit, he actually moved back in towards the center of the field and gave himself a huge target there. Made himself a huge target for Barrick to deliver that pass. Excellent play.
Connor Bunning, just a sophomore for the Buckeyes, and let's see what the penalty is. And
they'll mark off half the distance to the goal, I think, on that late hit.
That's just going to be about a yard, maybe 2. Looks like they'll place it right around the 2-yard line, where the Buckeyes will have first and goal. Michael Barrick to Connor Bunning on the pass play. Buckeyes pick up about 14 yards on that. First and goal at the 2. 2:05 to play. Michael Barrick at quarterback, and he'll hand it off.
Zach Talbot for the tough yardage, and he's in.
To Zach Talbot, he's in for the touchdown. The Buckeyes lead 20-7. Zach Talbot, 2-yard touchdown run.
And that time, Talbot earned those couple yards all on his own. He was hit right there with about a yard to go, and he just powered himself right through the end zone. Nice run by Zach.
Zach Talbot will attempt the extra point. He's 2 of 2 thus far.
It's nice to see him have a bit of a kicking game to be able to go for these extra points and have someone that we can rely on.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Make that 3 out of 3 for Zach.
2 minutes, 1 second to play before halftime. The Buckeyes increase their lead over River Valley, 21-7.
The score.
Zach Talbot to kick it away for the Buckeyes. Ryan Henry back deep for the Raiders.
Another fumble on that reception that time. 25 Matheny squirms around, tries to find some room to run, but the Buckeyes don't allow that. You know, a lot of times when someone fumbles just a quick reception like that, it actually sets the defensive off their rhythm a little bit, but the Buckeyes have done a nice job recovering and just swarming to the ball both times.
River Valley first down and 10 on their own 22-yard line. 1:54 remaining in the first half. Of course, the Buckeyes will have the ball coming out to begin the second half of play.
Again, the momentum is swung back over to the Buckeyes right now. I'm thinking they're hoping to get this ball back one more time before the half.
Clayton Canute hands it off on the left side, and nothing there. Buckeyes all over it. Buckeyes have done a great job against that River Valley run with all that beef up front.
And you know, they've tried to go to that left side consistently. It's timeout for the Buckeyes, but they've tried to go to that left side consistently, and our right side of our defensive line has just shut them down.
Timeout on the field. The Buckeyes lead 21-7, 1:48 to play before halftime. River Valley with a second down and about 8 after a 2-yard pickup from their own 24. And the handoff goes to the tailback, and not much there. Buckeyes all over it. No gain on the play.
Norway hit him first, but Trevor Pauly made sure he went nowhere. Excellent defensive play. The Buckeyes are going to call a timeout again. They're really trying to get this ball back one more time before the halftime, and I think they've got a good opportunity to do so if they can put another stop on them.
1:43 to play before halftime. The Buckeyes leading by 14. River Valley third down and 8 from their own 24-yard line. Canute back to pass, throws on the left side.
Sands is open.
And he's going to be brought down, and River Valley will be short of the first down. They pick up about 5 yards on the play, but again, they needed about 8, and they'll bring up fourth down for River Valley. And the Buckeyes take their third and final timeout. 1:36 to play before halftime. 21-7 Buckeyes, and River Valley will have a fourth and about 2. River Valley will go for it on fourth down and about 2 from their own 30-yard line.
Buckeyes bring a lot of men to the line this time.
And they might be trying to draw the Buckeyes, and it may have worked. Offsides on Nelsonville-York. First down for River Valley.
Boy, that's frustrating. You had a situation there where the River Valley Raiders took the ball back over with 1:54 to go, and our timeouts were used effectively. Our defense was stopping them effectively.
And it might have been one of those situations where if the Buckeyes don't jump, they'd have called timeout and punted it away.
Exactly.
Instead of going for it back on their own 35 or 30. The penalty puts it on the 35 of River Valley, where they have first down and 10 now. Clayton Canute at quarterback. And he's hit and dropped. He keeps it himself, and he'll pick up about a yard on the play.
Again, that's number 55, Lyons, there on the stop for the Buckeyes. He's doing an excellent job right up the middle there for the Buckeyes tonight.
Second down and about 9 for the Raiders on their own 36. Clock running, 1:12 to play before halftime. River Valley doesn't seem to be in any hurry. Clock now under 1 minute. Clayton Canute at quarterback.
It looked to me like they moved
hand it off
on that one.
Henry will pick up some positive yardage. He'll pick up about 6 to bring up third down and about 2.
That's the best carry he's had from the line of scrimmage this evening.
River Valley on their own 43-yard line. Clock running at 35 seconds to play here before halftime.
Yeah, I don't think they're in any hurry to worry about trying to score here unless they're trying to set up one long pass play here as time runs out. But
clock at 20 seconds. Third down and about 2 for the Raiders on their own 43. Hand off to Henry, and he's got a first down. He'll take it out to the 47 as he picks up 4.
That's about the third or fourth time. It sure seems to me this right side of the line for River Valley is moving before the rest of the team. And I don't know if they're just everybody else is behind or if they're actually moving early, because it hasn't been called all night, but it sure looks like it from where we're standing here.
Clock at 11 seconds remaining. Let's see if River Valley chooses to run another play. Clock now starts with the movement of the chains. It looks like the Raiders are just going to let the clock run out.
They're content to go to the locker room down 21-7 in this situation.
And that's going to do it. It's halftime here at River Valley High School. The Buckeyes of Nelsonville-York lead the Raiders of River Valley 21-7.
Well, you know, I've just got to say real quick, though, that last week it was overcoming the turnovers in the third quarter. So far here in the first half, it's overcoming penalties. The one drive where we had 25 penalties, and then right there at the end, that 5-yard penalty that cost us an opportunity to get the ball back. But the Buckeyes have been able to overcome it. They're up 21-7, looking strong.
Eric Caldwell will kick it away for River Valley to begin the second half of play. Buckeyes with Derek Arnold back deep, and he's joined by Josh Dickerson, wearing number 12, and Terrence Fox, number 14. Little squib kick. Buckeyes need to get on it, and they do so, and they'll have it on their own 41-yard line.
That's covered up nicely there by number 7 for the Buckeyes, Thomas Williams. Looked like they put a knee right on his helmet, though, when they were covering him up.
Buckeyes lead 21-7 as we begin the second half of play.
Yeah, in the first half, unofficially for River Valley, they had about 39 yards on the ground and 73 in the air, while the Buckeyes dominated on the ground with Arnold with the crux of the running yards with 186 on the ground and 55 in the air by Barrick. So definitely a yardage advantage to the Buckeyes in the first half.
Michael Barrick at quarterback. Arnold goes in motion to the right. Pitch out goes to Zach Talbert. Talbert with some running room, and he crosses the 45 of Nelsonville-York and takes it to the 46. He'll pick up about 5.
It's brought down by number 57 of the Raiders that time, Levi Matheny out there. But that's nice. I think that's the first time I've seen Arnold going in motion out that way and actually pitching the ball to Zach. So Nice little play there for the Buckeyes. Serious positive yardage to start out the second half.
Buckeyes on their own 47-yard line. Second down and about 4 for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes out of the eye. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Takes a snap, pitches it out to Arnold, cuts it up. Arnold, he's got a Buckeye first down as he picks up about 7.
And again, Matheny, number 57, trailing the play, was able to make the stop there for the River Valley Raiders.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the River Valley 47-yard line.
Buckeyes pick up right where they left off in the first half, just moving the ball very effectively on the ground here.
Buckeyes out of the shotgun. 2 receivers split out on each side. First down and 10. Barrick back to pass, throwing long on the left side. And it's incomplete, going for Derek Arnold.
Excellent play there by Canute there from River Valley, number 3. Play wouldn't have even happened had Zach not picked up that blitzing linebacker back there. He did a nice job to give Barrick enough time to put that ball up in the air.
It's the Buckeyes 2nd down and 10. Buckeyes at the River Valley 47-yard line. Opening drive of the second half. Michael Barrick at quarterback. Hands it off. Zach Talbert up the middle. Talbert running hard, and he'll take it to the River Valley 40.
Diving forward for some very strong positive yardage. And again, that's the same play we watched last week where Barrick does a nice little fake pitch because people are watching for that pitch after, you get so many positive yardage from Arnold on that pitch play. And it really just kind of holds the defense in position and allows Zach to really hit that hole hard and strong and get those positive yards.
Buckeyes 3rd down and about 4. At the River Valley 40, out of the I formation. Handoff goes to Derek Arnold on the right side. Derek Arnold shoots through.
Oh, and he was able to just power right through a huge hole from the right sideline. Awesome blocking for the right side of the line that time. He wasn't even touched in the first 10, 15 yards carrying that ball.
He picks up about 17 yards. Buckeye first down. Nelsonville-York.
Starting to see that combination of power with Talbert and speed with Arnold, and the combination there really keeps the defense on their heels. They're not sure if they should be driving forward and trying to stop up the middle there with Talbert, or if they should be kind of watching for Arnold to be shooting through there.
Buckeyes at the Raiders 23-yard line, 1st down and 10, 9:40 to play in the 3rd quarter, and Nelsonville-York leading 21-7. And a man moves for the Buckeyes on the left side. It'll be 1st and 15 for Nelsonville-York on their own, or on the River Valley 29. Buckeyes 1st and 15 again at the Raider 29-yard line. Buckeyes out of the eye. Talbert at fullback, Arnold at tailback. Michael Barrick at quarterback takes a snap.
Little pitch play out to
Derek Arnold will dive down inside the 25-yard line.
Just in the past the outreaching hands there of 68 from the defensive side of the ball that time.
He'll pick up about 5 yards. Now the Buckeyes facing the 2nd down and 10. Buckeyes at the 24 of River Valley. Going out of the I formation. Fake handoff. Barrick looking to throw, does so, and it's a one-handed grab.
That was an excellent catch, I believe, by
Zach Talbert.
Talbert, that went up and just brought that down with one hand.
Buckeyes will get 3 yards out of it to bring up 3rd down and 7 at the 21 of River Valley.
From the 24 to the 21, 3-yard gain.
Buckeyes leading 21-7. Once again, out of the I formation. Buckeyes 3rd and 7. Michael Barrick takes a snap, back to pass, rolls to the left, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. And the Buckeyes facing 4th and 7, but again in 4-down territory.
Throwing that one out of bounds on purpose there to just get rid of the ball because the guy was very well covered downfield that time.
So the Buckeyes will go for it at the River Valley 21-yard line. Buckeyes 4th and 7, leading by 14 with 8:10 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Long 4th down attempt here for the Buckeyes.
Michael Barrick at quarterback. Pitches it out to Arnold on the right side. Arnold,
he's got it.
Still going. He's got the 1st down for the Buckeyes.
He breaks the touchdown.
Touchdown, Nelsonville-York from 21 yards out. Derek Arnold
broke 2 solid tackles that time. Excellent running by Arnold. Just when you're sitting in a 4th down and long situation, what do you do? Well, we pitched to Arnold off the right side, and again, that blocking off that right side. I don't think he was touched for the first 5-7 yards. He had the 1st down before anybody even knew where he was, and then he broke a couple solid tackles to put himself into the end zone.
Arnold may well be over 200 yards in this game rushing.
Well, he had 169 in the first half, so I can see just quickly here we've got him for about 45 already this half.
Kick is up, and the extra point is no good.
Floated just a bit left. They had some strong pressure on us that time.
But the Buckeyes lead by 20, 27-7. with 8:03 to play in the 3rd quarter.
That's exactly what the Buckeyes were looking for, coming out in the 2nd half here with the ball for the first offensive series, put some more points on the board. Did you knock him down?
Of course, obviously, Derek Arnold with a lot of talent running the football, but it all starts up front. And the Buckeyes getting it done on the offensive line.
You know, in that last series, it looked like we had 52 Patrick Norway, 54 Nathan Johnson, 57 Todd Dennis, 60 Randy Dennis, and 76 Michael Russell doing an excellent job posting up some nice holes that time.
Buckeyes kick it away. McCavia returns it, and he's going to be dropped inside the 30-yard line, right around the 27. River Valley with a 1st down. Of course, next week, the Buckeyes will travel to Trimble, the Trimble Tomcats, and that'll be a Saturday evening game. And also next week, River Valley will play Meigs at Meigs. Canute throws out on the left side, caught by Sands. Buckeyes pretty good coverage over on the far side.
Excellent coverage. It looks to be like Terrence Fox was over there.
Be a 1-yard gain for the Raiders, and they'll have it on their own 27, 2nd down and 9.
Real good open field tackle there by Fox to not allow him to get any extra yardage at all.
.724 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Buckeyes up 27-7. River Valley 2nd down and 9 from their own 27.
Again, that looks like things are moving awful soon.
Quarterback jumps on the fumble. It was a fumble from the exchange on the snap.
Cunningham jumped right on him, but again, I think there's just like a mistimed thing going on with that offensive line with River Valley, and I think that might have played into that situation right there. You might have some people just kind of tripping over each other as you're trying to get that ball back.
That's a 2-yard loss, and it's 3rd down and 11 for the Raiders, back on their own 26. Canute back to pass, throws on the left side. Good coverage by the Buckeyes, and it looks like Nelsonville-York may have picked it off. Let's see how they rule it. And they're saying it's a catch.
Give the reception to River Valley.
They're going to roll dual possession. Of course, that goes to the offense. So River Valley will have a first down on their own 46-yard line. They pick up 20 yards.
You know, I've got to give credit to Terrence Fox. He actually stepped inside that pass. It looked to me like he had that ball first, and then Sands did a nice job of getting his hands around the ball at the same time, but that was excellent defense by Fox. I really thought that to be our interception.
First down and 10 for River Valley on their own 46-yard line. 6:20 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 20. Canute back to pass. Throws. And it is incomplete. McCavia, the intended receiver. And he would have had a River Valley first down.
Yeah, he had him open. It was one of those scenarios where I think he might have been looking to turn upfield and try to get some extra yards before he actually had the ball in his hands, because McCavia had the open field there in front of him for a few more.
Second down and 10 for the Raiders on their own 46.
Well, it appears the Raiders have chose to try to go to the air a little bit here to spread this defense out and see if they can't move the ball and try to get back into this ball game right now.
Canute back to pass, throws on the left side, and he throws it to Sands, and it is complete to the Buckeye 47. Be a gain of about 8 yards, maybe 7 yards. It'll bring up third down and about 3.
Again, Terrence Fox on the stop out there. Did a nice job of wrestling him out of bounds.
River Valley, third down and 3 at the Buckeye 47. Canute hands it off, and the running back is stopped shy of a first down. He picks up 1. It'll bring up fourth and about 2 for the Raiders.
And a name we called often last week, Patrick Norway, in on the stop there for the Buckeyes. And then also coming up was Craig Ware, number 20, but Norway was the guy that made sure that play didn't go anywhere.
5:43 to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes up 20. The Raiders will go for it. Fourth down and 1 at the Buckeye 46. Clayton Canute at quarterback. Hands it off to Henry, and he's got a first down and more, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 35 as he picks up about 11.
Tackled by Dickerson.
Yeah, took Josh Dickerson in the backs there to be able to bring him down, but he squirted right through that hole that time around the left-hand side, got strong yardage.
Henry had 118 yards rushing on just 21 carries a week ago, but I think that was his longest run tonight. The Buckeyes have done a pretty good job against the tailback from the Raiders.
Unofficially, he only had about 22 in the first half, and there he's got 11 in one play.
Official timeout. Raiders at the Buckeye 35-yard line, first down and 10.
Got a little equipment issue going on the line here for the Buckeyes.
Other games around the area tonight: Trimble at Alexander, Meigs at Athens, Wellston at Memphis, Vinton County at Gallia Academy. River Valley, first down and 10 at the Buckeye 35. Canute back to pass, those on the left side, and it is complete. Looked like the Buckeyes had pretty good coverage, but the receiver still pulled it in.
It looked like he had excellent coverage over there, actually. I'm not sure how they came down with that reception. You got to give a lot of credit to Sands to be able to concentrate on that.
So River Valley with another first down. And they're at the Buckeye 16-yard line, first down and 10. So River Valley showing no quit in this game after the Buckeyes go up 27-7.
No, well, it's like you and I spoke. They were moving the ball in the air last half, and if they were going to get back in this game, that's what they were going to need to do.
Throws towards the end zone. Buckeyes there.
Intercepted that time.
Derek Arnold, I believe.
Derek Arnold took that just like it was a punt return. He's down the left-hand side, had a nice blocker. Pauly out in front of him.
And Arnold will take it out to midfield. First down and 10 Buckeyes. Well spotted at the Nelsonville-York 48-yard line.
First down, Buckeyes going the other way. Right when River Valley was getting a nice flow to the offensive side of the ball with the passing game, they went for just maybe a little bit too much all in one play right there.
And we have a timeout called by the Buckeyes of Nelsonville-York. Nelsonville-York leads River Valley 27-7, 4:38 to play here in the third quarter. And they actually spot the ball at the Buckeye 44 after the interception. First down and 10. Handoff goes to Zach Talbert, and he'll take it to the Buckeye 49 as he picks up about 5.
Well, he doesn't hesitate when he comes around a corner like that to put his shoulder down and ready to hit somebody, does he?
Good hard runner of the Buckeyes, Zach Talbert. Good blocker, too, leading the blocking. Buckeyes now second down and about 5 on their own 49-yard line, leading by 20. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Now the tee. Michael Barrick at quarterback. He's back to pass, rolls to the right side, being pressured.
Eludes that one, gentleman.
Michael Barrick looking for a receiver, throws, and it's incomplete on the far side at the River Valley 35.
Did a real nice job of eluding that rush back there to be able to scamper away and actually get the ball away without losing any yardage or anything on that play. Nice job by Barrick.
Looked like Derek Arnold, the intended receiver.
And again, though, Barrick put it in a position that if anybody was going to catch it, probably Arnold. If not, it was going out of bounds. Real safe throw when you're on the scramble like that.
Buckeyes 3rd and 5 on their own 49-yard line.
Testament to Barrick's hard work. I think his foot speed's much better this year than it's been in the past. He's worked extremely hard to get there.
Barrick hands it off to Zach Talbert, and he's got a Buckeye first down as he picks up 6. Good hard running.
He was dragging a couple of the River Valley Raiders with him that time. Jared Halfhill, 59, was able to hold on to him, but he was just able to drag him forward for the first down.
Buckeyes first down and 10 at the River Valley 44. Michael Barrick out of the shotgun. Barrick looking for a receiver. Throws on the left side. It's overthrown, and it's picked off by McCavia. He crosses the River Valley 40, still going, crosses midfield and to the Buckeye 44-yard line.
Brought down by Dickerson there, but that one just seemed to kind of float away from Barrick, or not really sure if the route was run different than he was expecting or what, but
intended receiver, I believe, was Mark Campbell. But River Valley gets an interception. They have a first down and 10 at the Buckeye 44-yard line. 3 minutes, 6 seconds to play in the third quarter. The Buckeyes leading 27-7.
Well, that evened out the interceptions here in the second half.
And River Valley will take a timeout. A little bit of confusion on the Raiders side. Again, 3:06 to play. Third quarter, the Buckeyes up 20. River Valley first down and 10 at the Buckeye 44. Out of the I formation, Clayton Canute at quarterback. Hands it off to
Ryan Henry right up the middle.
The tailback, and he's going to pick up about 6.
They're spotting him out even farther than that, it looks like.
And he will pick up about 7 on the spot. Takes it to the Buckeye 37. I believe Lyons was on the tackle for the Buckeyes. Raiders, second down and about 3 at the Buckeye 37. McCavia carries it this time, and it looks like he's got a first down. Picks up about 4 yards.
I say he just did get across the line, and wait and see where the official spot is, though.
First down and 10 for the Raiders. 2:19 to play in the third quarter here at River Valley. Buckeyes up 20. Nelsonville-York led 21-7 at halftime, and the Buckeyes put up 6 here in the third quarter.
River Valley's moving the ball a lot better, though, here in the third quarter than they were in the first half. You know, they stopped themselves with that interception in the last series. We'll see what they do here.
First and 10 at the Buckeye 33. Handoff to Baird, the fullback, and the Buckeyes. And
again,
taken away
ripped out of his hands by Talbert. And he just starts going the other direction.
The quarterback trying to run him down.
He's got him inside the 10.
And he takes him down right around the 2-yard line.
I think that's exactly what happened in the first half. He didn't thumb the ball. Talbert just literally ripped the ball right out of his hands and took off running the other way.
Of course, Zach Talbert, a strong young man, and we've seen that happen now for the second time. The quarterback, Clayton Cornute, runs him down at the 2-yard line, or Talbert would have had a touchdown again. So the Buckeyes up 20, a minute 45 to play in the third quarter, and the offense is back out on the field. First and goal, and they spot it at the 3 of the Raiders. Buckeyes in the power I. Talbert, Dickerson, and Arnold in the backfield. And we may have a legal procedure on the Buckeyes. Handoff goes to Talbert.
I never saw a flag, though.
And it is a touchdown for Nelsonville-York. And the Buckeyes lead 33-7.
I would have not been surprised if I'd have seen a flag on that play myself, but they let the play go, and you know, Talbert made the great run to get him in position. They reward him by handing him the ball off with short yardage there and allow him to put that ball into the end zone yet again.
So Zach Talbert nearly having 2 defensive touchdowns in this game, brought down at the 3-yard line of River Valley, and then he takes it in from 3 yards out for the touchdown.
Go with the fake, or was it just a bad snap?
Throws, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. I'm not sure if Barry felt like he wasn't going to get it down or if it was a fake by the Buckeyes, but again, nevertheless, the 2-point conversion fails for the Buckeyes, but they lead 33-7 with 1:42 to play in the third quarter.
I mean, well, after another spectacular play by the Buckeye defense here, Buckeyes are up strong, 33-7.
Scott Cunningham on the kickoff for the Buckeyes, picked up by an up man, and that's Harry Smathers. And what a hit. Nice stop by the Buckeyes. They say Nick North on the tackle, number 44, our cameraman says.
That was an excellent hit, actually, for the Buckeyes out there.
Brought a few oohs and ahs from the Buckeye faithful. River Valley, first down and 10. Pitch out comes this side to McCavia. McCavia still going. He gets the corner, and he's taken down after a gain of about 10. It's right at the stick.
Cunningham made the stop, but I do believe he had enough for the first down, depending on where they spot this ball. Oh.
Yeah, our cameraman said it looked like there was a hold on River Valley, and I didn't see a flag, but
I didn't either, but we're going to back him up, which I heard a few other fans here in the crowd hollering for it while I was trying to watch what was going on, so I knew something was happening.
He says number 11 on the hold, and that is Chris Meisner, the wingback. So a 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul. So River Valley will have a first down, but it's going to be first down and about 18. River Valley on their own 27-yard line, first down and 10. Pitch out on the left side. Macavia pulls that in.
Nice catch by Macavia there, just to even reel that in. And there was an excellent defensive play. Looked to be like Terrence Fox on that corner coming up and making a stop there, I believe. It was Terrence Fox, just made an excellent play coming up out of that corner position, and just, you know, that play was dragged out along that far line, and he just zeroed in on him and brought him down.
May have been a loss of 1 on the play. It brings up 2nd down and 19 for the Raiders.
Gain of 1. I think it was 2nd and 20 after the 10-yard penalty there. Or 1st and 20, I mean.
50 seconds remaining. Here in the 3rd quarter, handoff on the right side. Not a lot doing there on a 2nd and long play. Raiders out to their own 30-yard line. Pickup of about 3.
They're trying to run behind that big offensive line that they've got over there, but our defensive line is doing an excellent job of just out-quicking them, I believe, and getting into the holes and putting stops on these guys before they're really able to get their legs underneath them.
River Valley, 3rd down now and about 16. Canute back to pass, throwing on the left side, and Sands is going to pull it in. Was he inbounds? Yes, he was, out at the River Valley 49-yard line, and that's a 1st down. They pick up 17 yards. Three seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. The Buckeyes leading 33-7.
Well, that's been the most positive play there for the River Valley Raiders, is that pass play from Canute over to Sands. I mean, they've had receptions close to 60 yards here, a little over 60 yards here in the 2nd half alone.
Clayton Canute at quarterback, out of the eye. Hands it off to the tailback, Henry, and good running by Henry. He's going to pick up about 8.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it here in the 3rd quarter at River Valley. It's the Buckeyes 33, the Raiders 7. River Valley, 2nd down and about 3 at the Buckeye 43 as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And Henry takes a handoff, and he's got a Raider 1st down. First down and 10 at the Buckeye 39-yard line.
Yeah, they seem to be moving the ball a little more effectively on the ground, but I think it's also because the Buckeyes are allowing or willing to give up some of those yards on the ground and let that clock be in their favor. You know, when you're down 33-7, as River Valley is, if they're going to have any chance getting back into this game, they've got to continue with the passing game. It's been effective for them to this point, and I think the Buckeyes are going to say, hey, every time you want to hand it off to Henry up the middle all day long, let's finish out the game that way.
Canute back to pass, rolls to the right side, throws, and it is caught. Down inside the Buckeye 30-yard line, right around the 28. And that'll be another River Valley 1st down, a gain of about 12. As you were saying, the Buckeyes just not wanting to give up a big play, leading by 26 points with 11 minutes to play in this game.
Yeah, anytime they can keep the clock running right now, it's obviously their advantage. Try to get this as they do under 11 minutes now and just keep that clock ticking in their possession.
River Valley first down and 10 at the Buckeye 27. Handoff goes to Henry up the middle. He's got some yardage for the Raiders. Takes it inside the Buckeye 20 to about the 18. He's going to pick up about 8. And Nelsonville-York's going to take a timeout with 10.5 minutes remaining in this game. 33-7, Nelsonville-York on top. Second down and 3 for River Valley at the Buckeye 18. Now the I formation. Handoff goes to Henry on the right side. Buckeyes a little stiffer this time after the timeout.
He might have had enough for the first down, but he was not going to get a bunch of extra yards on that one, that's for sure.
See where they spot it, whether or not he picked up the first down. The head referee looking things over. And he says first down and 10 for the Raiders.
That was close. Like you said, that was much stiffer defense right there. You know, when you're starting out the fourth quarter with a lead like the Buckeyes have, it's always a good idea to kind of play back, not give up that big play. Don't get yourself in a position where you have to allow the team to get back, but you also don't want to give up too many yards too easily.
Canute back to pass. Throws.
He was pressured when he threw
towards
that ball.
Sands, and a flag comes in. Fox in coverage for the Buckeyes, and it's pass interference on Nelsonville-York.
Yeah, I think as the offensive player was trying to make the move back to the ball because the ball was floated up there. It was a bad pass because Canute was actually pressured pretty heavily by our defensive line when he got that ball floated up. Sands made the adjustment, and Fox really just inadvertently was able to rub him against the side there. Stand up.
River Valley first down and goal to go after the penalty right around the Buckeye 6-yard line.
Acquisition to the goal line, that will move it from the 16 down to the 8-yard line.
Actually, it's spotted right around the 7. First and goal for River Valley. Now the I formation, and Canute will hand it off to Henry. Takes it up the middle. And the Buckeyes will push him back. He'll get it down to the 3.
Looks like a scrum out there as all the Buckeyes are hitting him pretty much at the same time, and the offensive line's trying to shove him forward.
And actually, they put the sticks back up. It was a second down play for River Valley. Second down and about 3. They did have the sticks laying down and a first down up for first and goal, but then at the last second, right before the play ran, they got the sticks back up and it was second down.
Yeah, and the board was a little confusing where the ball was spotted there. I think they had the 15-yard line up on the board for some reason.
So it's first and goal at the Buckeye 3 now. Canute hands it off straight up the middle to Henry. And it looks like
I think they held him tight. I don't think they got in. I think the
stopped
defense
short
was able
of
to
it.
hold him out.
9:20 to play in this game. The Buckeyes up 33-7. They spot him right around the 1-yard line. And it's third and goal from the 1.
The Buckeyes aren't giving up here. I'm not really sure what the count is going on over here, but
hand off to Henry on the right side, and he's in for the touchdown.
He got through that time.
So it's 33-13 with 8:54 to play in this game. River Valley takes it down the field. The Buckeyes playing a little soft on defense. Again, as we talked, they just didn't want to give up the big play, but I'm sure Coach Dave Boston was talking during that timeout. Didn't want to give up that much they were giving up.
No, you don't want them to be able to march down the field as quick as they did.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So it's 33-14 Buckeyes with 8:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Eric Caldwell will kick it away for River Valley. The Buckeyes watching for an onside kick.
They're anticipating either onside or a squib kick, I believe.
And it's covered up by a nut man at the Buckeye 46.
Number 34, Sean O'Neill, was wrapped that up real quickly there for the Buckeyes.
Nice play. Buckeyes with the second team offense in. Quarterbacking Nelsonville-York is Isaiah Andrews. 8:51 to play in the game. The Buckeyes up 33-14. Nelsonville-York out of the power I. Andrews takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback, and he's brought down after a gain of 1 to the Buckeye 48.
I believe it was number 32 there running the ball. Well, or was it 22? Both of them are coming off the field. I'm not sure who we had back there.
Buckeyes second down and 9 on their own 48-yard line. Andrews at quarterback. Buckeyes out of the eye. Handoff goes to the fullback, and he'll take it into River Valley territory to the 49-yard line, a gain of about 3.
That time that was number 16 for the Buckeyes, Nick Hunter, on the carry.
Just under 8 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. The Buckeyes up 33-14. Brett Arbaugh coming in with the Buckeye play. Third down and about 5 for Nelsonville-York at the 49 of River Valley. Isaiah Andrews at quarterback. Pitches it out to this side. And the running back is dropped after a 1-yard gain. I believe that was Justin Cunningham.
Yeah, it was number 31, Justin, on the pitch, and he was hit hard right at the line that time.
He had a real nice touchdown run for the Buckeyes over at New Lexington in scrimmage in the preseason. Buckeyes facing fourth down and 4 now from the River Valley 48, and Zach Talbot will punt it away.
Look like McAvaney back to receive it again for the River Valley Raiders.
6:50 to play in this game. Talbot gets it away. It's going to bounce right around the 30-yard line of River Valley. And the Buckeyes will down it right around the 27. 6:40 to play in the fourth quarter. The Buckeyes leading River Valley 33-14.
You know, the other thing when you're talking about that scrimmage we had against New Lex, that was a quality team that we scrimmaged against. And you look at last week, they were able to shut out Fairfield Union. We actually proved a lot to ourselves that week.
Timeout on the field. We got the Buckeye cheerleaders down below. And they are Brittany Young, Raven Kyle, Brittany 6. Grace Sennett is the mascot. Bethany McCullough, Kendra Smathers, Amanda Smathers, Erica Robson, Misty McLean, Leah Walbrown, Lauren Bunning, Brandy Kranz, Alyssa Handa, Heather Hartley, Courtney Warren, Whitney Witham, Cheyenne Bookman, Brianna Call, and Ashley Alberry.
A lot of new
River
faces
Valley
out there on the defensive side of the ball for Nelsonville-York right now.
River Valley on their own 27, first down and 10. And it's right up the middle out to the 30-yard line. 3-yard gain for the Raiders. River Valley with their second unit in on offense. Jacob Brown looks to be quarterbacking the Raiders. Second down and 7 for River Valley on their own 30.
Yeah, and I think they said Smathers was the ball carrier that time. 44, Harry Smathers for the River Valley Raiders. And then
stopped up there by the Buckeyes. Tyler Wynn with the first hit on him last time.
Hand off to the tailback and a short gain. Gain of about 1 out to the 31-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 6. 5:48 to play in this game. The Buckeyes up 33-14.
It looks like number 25, Cody Nungaster, in on the stop that time, coming off that linebacker position for the Buckeyes.
On the tackle, Thomas Williams and Cody Nungaster.
River Valley, 3rd down and about 6. On their own 31-yard line. Jacob Brown, the quarterback. And a short gain on the play. It'll be short of a first down for River Valley. Gain of about 2 out to the 33.
Again, the stop was made by Tyler Wynn, number 72 for the Buckeyes. Pulls them up short of the first down, you know, quite a few yards to go here, so they'll probably be punting the ball back over here to the Buckeyes. The defense did a nice job there with 3 out, 3 and out on that time.
River Valley looks to be punting. I believe it's Terrence Fox back deep. Punt is away. And the Buckeyes touch it, and they will cover it up.
It was actually number 44, Nick North, back there.
It was
then,
Nick North, number 44, not 14, Terrence Fox.
84 was the one, Jay Stump out there for the Buckeyes that the ball hit, but he covered it up quickly. So nice reaction there to cover that ball up. You know, the River Valley moved to their second string, but that offensive line they were running still looked pretty darn big out there, didn't it?
Again, as we said, coming in, River Valley huge across the line. But the Buckeyes had the speed. And obviously, a lot of times speed kills.
The Buckeyes are from the field are trying to holler they needed another man out there. And there's finally the 11th man coming on the field. They couldn't quite hear what they were looking for, what position, but they finally got everybody out there now.
Buckeyes 1st down and 10. On their own 34-yard line out of the power I. Like a quarterback keeper and a nice game for the Buckeyes. I believe Isaiah Andrews kept that himself.
It's kind of hard to tell what actually happened back there. I thought we were going to get called for a little bit of motion. I thought I saw someone stepping out there before the snap of the ball, but nothing was called, and before I knew what was going on, we were down the field.
7-yard gain for the Buckeyes. They're out of the power I on their own 41-yard line with 3:48 to play. Andrews hands it off straight up the middle, running room. And down to the River Valley 40-yard line. Nice gain.
That was number 16 there for the Buckeyes. Nick Hunter on the carry, a strong run.
Nick Hunter, a sophomore. Buckeyes 1st and 10 at the 40 of River Valley with 3:39 to play. Buckeyes leading 33-14.
With 3.5 minutes to go, it's nice to see all these guys get an opportunity to get out here and play. They work just as hard as everybody else on the starting lineup all week long in practice. Get an opportunity to get out here and play hard and hit somebody other than their own teammates.
Craig Warren around the left side, and he's going to pick up about 5 for the Buckeyes to the 35 of the River Valley.
Those were some hard-earned yardage right there. He was hit quite a bit.
Clock running under 3 minutes now to play in this 4th quarter. The Buckeyes are going to improve to 2-0 on the young season. Of course, they have a date at Gloucester Stadium next Saturday night to take on the Tomcats of Trimble.
It's one I know more than one person's had their calendar circled ready to play that game.
Buckeyes out of the eye. Andrews pitches out on the right side. Running back still going. Corey Easterling on the carry. Nice run. Takes it down to the 26-yard line of River Valley.
Did some nice cutting on that play right there.
He picks up about 9 yards.
A solid 9 yards. But yeah, you know, going back to the Trimble Tomcat game for next week, it's one of those things that we're kind of used to playing a little bit later in the field or in the season. About fifth game, it's coming a little earlier, but I don't think that's going to damper any of the excitement around that game.
Buckeyes out of the power I. 1st and 10 from the 25 of River Valley. Andrews takes a snap, hands it off. Nick
44.
North taking it right up the middle. Nice run by Nick North. Takes it to the River Valley 14 as he picks up 11. $1:50 to play in this fourth quarter.
Looks like the Buckeyes are going to call a timeout here so they can think about this and let these guys get the ball in the end zone.
Most dangerous band in Athens County performing here at River Valley. Under the direction of Terry Robb, they just do an excellent job, and the numbers are growing.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. I give Terry Robb and his crew a lot of credit for this band growing every year. It seems to be more and more enthusiasm, more and more excitement around the band, which, as you can tell, it helps the enthusiasm of the game, too. So, nice job by them. Well, this Buckeye squad's coming out here with 1:51 to go. And, you know, to them, it's irrelevant what the score is. They're playing hard. They're trying to get the ball into the end zone. And they're moving a lot of players in and off the field right now.
Albert Fox, the quarterback, he hands it off on the right side. Good hard running with the Buckeye running back, takes it inside the 10.
I believe that was number 31, Cunningham, on the carry that time. Justin doing a nice job running real hard.
He's just a freshman. 1:30 to play.
Looks like bringing Andrews in instead as a quarterback. Going to put him in the backfield this time. Allow Fox to go ahead and run the offense and put Andrews back there, tailback. A lot of kids getting a lot of different looks right now on the field for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes second down and about 5 at the 9-yard line. Pitch out to Andrews on the left side. Keeps it to the outside, trying to get the corner. Andrews, nice run. Buckeyes feel they have a touchdown, and he's in.
Isaiah Andrews did an excellent job getting around that corner.
Takes it in from 9 yards out.
Showed a lot of nice speed getting out and around that corner that time. Excellent run by Andrews. Put some more points back up on the board for the Buckeyes.
Of course, Isaiah Andrews, just a freshman, and I'm sure that has to be exciting, getting a touchdown at the varsity level. Buckeyes will go for 2. Albert Fox, at quarterback, the second team offense. He throws into the end zone, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion.
Number 84, Jay Stump on the reception that time. 2-point conversion's good for the Buckeyes.
And the Buckeyes lead 41-14 with 1 minute to play in the fourth quarter.
Took it off the board.
So it's 39-14. Again, the Buckeyes going for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have to replay this extra point attempt. Apparently there was a 5-yard penalty. Back the Buckeyes up, and they're going to try it again.
Albert Fox at quarterback. He's back to pass, throws into the end zone, and it's caught again.
Same play, same result. 2-point conversion to Stump from Fox.
So it's 41-14 now officially with a minute to play in the fourth quarter. Buckeyes kick it away. River Valley with the return.
43.
That's Baird, the starting fullback. He'll take it to the Buckeye 47.
Brought down by Cody Nungaster of the Buckeyes there. Was not going to allow him to break free for anything.
54 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. River Valley 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 47-yard line. Raiders 1st down and 10. Quarterback keeps it himself around the right side, and he'll take it inside the Buckeye 45 to about the 44. He'll pick up about 3.
I think the first Buckeye to hit him that time was number 11.
Patrick Taggart.
Patrick Taggart, yep, that's who it was.
It's always good to get the young ones some varsity playing time, a little taste of it.
Oh, it's, you know, this type of experience is something they can't actually feel in practice against their own players.
Ball's loose on the snap, and the Buckeyes right there to take down the quarterback. It was Nick Hunter.
Nick Hunter is doing a nice job running the ball now, doing a nice job hitting that time.
That may be the final play of this game. Clock's at 3 seconds.
That'll be the final score of the game right there.
And that's going to do it. The Buckeyes come down to River Valley. They come away with a big win, 41-14. Buckeyes win at 41-14, and Ray with some stats.
Yeah, we'll just run down overall. First of all, for the River Valley Raiders, and first half 39 rushing yards, 73 passing. Second half they had 50 rushing yards and about 77 passing. So overall they ended up with about 89 yards on the ground and 150 in the air. And that just shows that the Buckeyes played that defensive line, played an excellent game today to hold that rushing game. For the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes, first half they had 186 on the ground and 55 in the air. Second half, 138 on the ground and 3 yards passing. So the totals for the Buckeyes were 324 yards on the ground and 58 in the air. The bulk of that is with Arnold again. Arnold had 214 yards, 214 rushing, 17 receiving, and then about another 45 yards on that interception return that he had. And then Talbert had 43 hard-earned yards rushing. You know, the majority of his rushing was right up the middle. 3 yards receiving, and then he also had about a 60-yard return on, if you want to call it a fumble, or just ripped it out of the defensive arms of the offensive arms of River Valley. Dickerson had about 8 yards receiving. Bunning had 30. And then there was a host of other Buckeyes that had about 67 yards carrying the ball that you had out there. Cunningham, North, Andrews. So there was a whole bunch of them that came in that tallied up that final 67. Those are the stats we had.
Now it's time for our players of the game. First for River Valley, our offensive player of the game, sponsored by Jim and Linda Edwards. And it will be Sean Sands, the wide receiver for River Valley.
Yeah, I mean, he ended up with 124 receiving yards out there and made a couple really nice catches out there, made some nice plays, so excellent job by him.
River Valley Defensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Lewis Floor Covering, is Zach Baird.
Yeah, Zach Baird, again, you know, it's one of those things that he was in on so many plays throughout the entire night, moved from left to right, up to center. He was just all over the field, made some excellent plays to try to hold the defense or hold the offensive play of the Buckeyes down, which he wasn't quite able to do.
And the River Valley Special Teams Player of the Game, sponsored by Nelsonville Check Cashing, was Cody McCavia.
Yeah, McCavia was all over the field in a lot of different positions, but, you know, spotlighted on the receiving end of the punts and the kickoffs for the Buckeyes. So he did a nice job of returning the ball and making sure that there was no turnovers or anything going the wrong direction for him.
Now our Nelsonville-York Offensive Player of the Game, sponsored by Paradise Beach Tanning, Derek Arnold.
Hey, you know, I think this is going to be a common theme. We might hear this a few more times through the season. You know, it's like we were talking about. He's had 2 games in which the first time he's handed the ball, he goes anywhere from 65 to 75 yards for a touchdown. I mean, he's just very electric.
We're going to come to expect that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hope to see it every week, and especially next week against Trimble. I'd like to see it 2 or 3 times. But, you know, it's more than that for Arnold, not just his speed, but he's having a great vision on the field. He cuts back extremely well, finds the open hole, and he uses his blockers extremely well. So nice job by Arnold.
Nelsonville-York Defensive Player of the Game, sponsored by the Pit Stop, Zach Talbert.
And what can you say? You know, again, you can't really call those fumbles. I think he literally just ripped it out of the River Valley arms, offensive player's arms, and just took the ball and scampered once for the touchdown and once, you know, within 3 yards of the touchdown.
And the quarterback ran him down.
Yeah, and you know, Canute had to do everything he had to catch up to Zach to stop him before he got into the end zone. But, you know, he just really played an excellent defensive game all around.
Nelsonville-York Special Teams Player of the Game, sponsored by Dexter's Plumbing. What a hit on a kickoff return by River Valley, and it was applied by Nick North.
Yeah, you know, Nick North, probably one of the names you don't always hear, but he actually ran the ball nicely at the end of the game too. But that's one of those plays where, like you said, during the game, it got the response from the crowd. You heard a lot, ooh, ah, you know, people could feel that hit.
And that fires everybody up around you when you apply a hit like that.
It really does. It's great momentum for a team.
So again, the Buckeyes come down to River Valley. They take care of business over the Raiders. Nelsonville-York wins it by a final score of 41-14.
Now we can get excited about next week, Jim. Got some things going on over there in Gloucester next week. Look forward to having everybody turn out and give the Buckeyes a lot of support. Looks like we've got a strong season ahead of us.
And again, that game is on Saturday night over at Gloucester Stadium against the Trimble Tomcats next week. Again, the Buckeyes defeat River Valley 41-14. For Jason McCumber on camera and Ray Spouts, this is Jim McCumber saying, so long, everybody.
Spartan